Well, we've talked staycations before, you know, a vacation close to home without the need to travel. But today we're shifting gears to friendications. It's a staycation with friends. And my friend here, Janine Bobenmoyer, is back from the City Moms. She's got some unique ideas with a little spin to share today. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about the ins and outs of finding the perfect place, because I think that's where a lot of the stress comes in and the overwhelmedness comes in, finding that perfect location.
It absolutely does. And there's so many places that you can look when you're looking to rent a spot for friends. Airbnb, Vrbo, which I think a lot of us were really shocked when that Vrbo Super Bowl commercial came out. They were like, oh no, it's not VRBO, it's Vrbo. So Vrbo, word of mouth, through friends or family. But for the sake of this, we're just going to say Airbnb just as kind of like our verb maybe to use here. So
very good. So once we get on those sites, what are the tips there for navigating it?
So, there's three big things that you're always going to be looking for when you're sourcing a spot to stay, and that's going to be location, of course. Is it in the location that you want it to be in? Most of these sites will give you a general parameter idea of the neighborhood that a spot or a rental spot is located. Amenities, obviously, does it have enough beds for all of the friends that you're bringing? Does it have air conditioning?
That's important.
Yes, check off those kind of key things for the summer. And of course, price too. Ultimately, you're going to have a price that you're working with for you and your friends. But some of the key other things that you really want to pay attention to with these sites are ratings. And ratings, not only just the general star rating that all of these are getting, but dig into the ratings, kind of get into some of the details of some of those responses that past people have left, and then maybe test out a little bit the host communication. If you are reaching out with a question and you're maybe getting 1 to 2 word responses from a host, this might not be the best host and communication for you, but Airbnb, Vrbo all use that super host label, which means that these are tried and true locations, probably going to be a really safe bet.
Yeah, I always dig into the reviews because I have to know, is this a good one or not? And you can usually trust the people that have been there
Absolutely.
before. Okay, there are some different places to discover within Airbnb and Vrbo that people may not be aware of.
This is really incredible. So both sites, again, I'm just going to source Airbnb, has a toolbar now at the top of the site, and it actually will source for you some really unique locations. So what you can see at the top of the website here, they have tree houses.
Oh my goodness.
We've got tiny homes. We have spots that have, as they label them, amazing pools.
Oh, sign me up.
I know. I mean, all of these sound so incredible for a friendcation. So, it's a great way for you to think outside the box. This is actually how we landed for our recent team outing on a container home that is located in Indianapolis. So we happened to find this great container home.
What's a container home?
It's made out of shipping containers.
Oh my goodness.
So this house is actually made out of 5 of them, kind of combined together. But in looking through the reviews, we knew that it had lots of natural light, great terraces. So there's a lot of really fun things you'll find there. Also with Airbnb, they have just launched this new Icons series. So this is unique and exclusive stays in iconic locations that are themed related to pop culture. So think Ted Lasso's favorite pub, the Up House where the balloons are coming out. All of those are based off of things. You can now stay there. Thanks to
Okay, you've got some tips. We're about out of time, but I want to quickly mention how we can enhance our staycation.
Yes, so definitely you're thinking about a fun vacation, staycation. Look at bringing in some additional amenities yourself. So we recently did, like I said, we brought in a yoga instructor for a class. We catered in some food for our dinner, and then we also brought in a masseuse to do chair massages.
Nice.
So check with your host first, make sure that that's okay with them, but ultimately some great ways that you can kind of bump that up.
That's where that communication comes in.
Exactly.
Very good. Well, all right, Janine and I are planning our next staycation, and if you want to connect with her and get all of her tips that they share, they're at the City Moms. There's a look at their blog. They're also on social media, so be sure to connect with them because you never know what's going to pop over there with the City Moms. We'll connect you. ciLiving.tv.